figure I'd do a little video. This is my old bird team. You guys will have to bear with the environment. I know it looks like hell around here, but I'll get settled in one of these days. It's an exciting day. This is the first time I've had these loft doors open since November of 2020. I fed my last birds to the hawks at my old place and decided I was locking everything up until I could get moved and settled in, and I'm nowhere near settled in, but I've got all of my lofts in and I'm getting more settled in. This is my roller flying loft. It's going to be skirted and there's going to be a deck and stuff in front of it, and similar to my old place. And this is going to be my white flying loft. This is the one in the middle there is where I'm going to fly my whites out of. It's my old young bird racing loft. It had a big landing board and 3 foot deep, and the entire run of the building, and R panel up above it to keep the birds from landing on it. And I took all of it off to get it out of my backyard at the old place and moved it over here. You can see that this metal structure that's out here in front of it is 14 foot long. I got it from my buddy Joe Bartolowitz when I moved his loft and some other things over here from his place, and I figure that'll be the easiest way to make me a aviary and landing board and stuff off of my white loft. This is going to be where I have my white birds. You can see some white racers in there now as we speak. They're still separated. There's cocks on this side and hens on the other side. But that'll be my white loft. This is my roller breeder loft down here on the end, and I've got 14 pair of racing homers paired up in the individual pens. You can see some of them outside in the individual outside aviaries, and then these are my roller breeders here. There's cocks, as you can tell, on the nearest side and hens next to them. This is my new racing loft, and we started painting it this last week, and my buddy Johnny, everything out here is going to be silver trimmed in black, and I think this loft's going to look real well. I'm actually going to have a deck that comes from down here on this building and comes up and goes in between these two, and comes up and goes in between these two, and comes down and goes all the way to the back of the racing loft there on the left. And the last little square down at the end is going to be my hen house, and I'll have hens running underneath all these lofts and all the deck that I build in front of all of them. This is my racing loft. Young birds are flown out of the left side, and old birds are flown out of the right side here. I've got my first round of young birds in this last section, and I've got 50 of them in there, and those are the birds that I'll work with this year. That's my old cock loft, or what I've called my old cock loft, and this is my old hen loft, and this used to be my old bird loft, but It's got some roller breeders in it right now. All three of these lofts are divided down the middle with nest boxes in them so that I can breed out of them, but I almost discarded all three of these lofts when I moved out here, but I knew it was going to be a time until I could build another loft like I want. I finally got a racing loft that I want, and roller breeding loft is definitely sufficient, and this will be a real good white loft. And this is also my kit boxes and roller breeders. I've got 18 individual breeders in this loft, and a feed room and sink and stuff of that nature. So hope everybody can look around the ugly and see the potential of where we're going, and I'll have to bring everybody back to speed once I make some improvements out here. Hope this finds everybody doing real well this beautiful Saturday, March 19th, 2022.